Golden Blue Cabins, baby. Gonna do some riding. It's raining today, which is a good thing. That means no dust. So we're gonna head up here, meet up with Brandon. Don't have far to go now. That's the nice thing about the Golden Blue. You come off the highway, not long you're there. And all the amenities are there. Everything you need right in the area. You don't have to drive way down far into some of the really windy roads to get into where you're going, and then there's nothing back there once you get in. Alright, well, let's see. I've heard all about the views. This is our hacienda. Let's go check it out. There's like a code and everything to get in. This is like James Bond stuff. Hey, it's closing time. Bar stools are up. Here we are. Welcome. Golden Blue Cabins, y'all. Checking out, checking out.
We have 13 cabins total. We have our first 8 that we started with down there. Those are set up like duplex cabins, so they got 2 sides in a big building. They all have the same amenities up there, and once we started getting into it, we initially built them just for a group of guys and guys trips, things like that. But once we got into it, we started noticing there's a lot more couples, there's a lot more families starting to come. And so we ended up building these last year. We did the 1 bedrooms with full kitchens. We did a couple of 2 bedrooms with full kitchens. And they've been a big, big hit up here. Everything's here. You don't have to bring anything. You bring your clothes, your ride. And then in town, you got all your stores, your restaurants. There's a car wash even, and there's gas. Anything you'd need, it's all right here. And yet you can still ride to the trails, which is about 3 miles or so to the trailhead. We're not more businessy. We're more of a family-oriented kind of place to stay. I come down and I try to meet everybody that stays here. I'll shake your hand, I'll talk to you. I'm always in touch. So I do it more personal, probably than a lot of places, and it does take more time, but that's what I enjoy.
And we just come down and hang out with them. We've kind of the last 2 years in the fall had a concert and a big cookout and things like that. And you know, a lot of times I think West Virginia gets a bad rap because as far as the socioeconomic, you have some depressed areas. But everything here hinges on coal mining. You know, if the coal mining's good, people live good. If the coal mining's down, you know, and it's still true today. A lot of people like to see like the old coal mining areas because a lot of people from out of state, you know, they've never seen things like mine shafts and just some of the views, I mean, are just phenomenal. And if anything West Virginia offers, it's just the gorgeous views and scenery. Honestly, when you come here, you fall in love.
Got our luggage in here. The Jeep bed capacity, the space, as you can see, is not very big. So I went with this rooftop rack here, and then I went with the Cargo Smart bag. This is waterproof. It unzips, and then you can get all your stuff in and out nice and easy. I did the Diamondback truck cover with the front runner rack system. It was raining on the way up through. Good thing we had this, because if we'd have had our bags up here without this waterproof bag that we have it in, we'd have had some wet clothes. You don't have a windshield, that's going to be bad tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining all day. Look at that. Daggone. Twins. Armax. Daniel. Good to see you, Daniel.
Good to see you,
Jake,
brother.
what's up, my friend?
Right. Had ourselves a little rip over on Pocahontas.
Yeah.
You know, just running circles, man. Just getting used to these new R-Maxes.
How are they doing?
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I know, that's why I can't. I'm dying to get mine, man. They did everything they could to get me one, but they don't got no parts.
Yeah. I put it in sport mode as many times as I could today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's so fun, man.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I love sport mode and crawl mode, man. Crawl mode's awesome. Even when you're going downhill, you get that engine braking going on, man. It's just, I have so much more confidence now that I've gotten this new machine.
Yeah,
you know?
a lot more capable.
I mean, you know what I had last.
Yeah.
And, man, it's been quite an upgrade.
we're in there. All right, let's get some grub and then hit the trail, baby.
One of the beauties of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System is the connected communities. We have so many entrepreneurs, so many local folks that have made investments to provide either food or lodging for ATV riders or ATV rentals. This is economic development for southern West Virginia. We're historically a coal, timber, gas area. Now we're becoming a tourism area. We currently operate 10 trail systems with a little bit over 900 miles of trail. We've got another 3 trail systems that'll be opening up over the next 2 years. It'll push us to over 1,200 miles of trail. Of that, we have 2 contiguous systems. Each one is topping almost 400 miles. So in West Virginia, we have limited ATV ordinances, and these limited ATV ordinances allow folks that are in our state to ride on our highways for limited purposes. Now, in the Hatfield-McCoy country, we actually have a different set of laws that says if you're in a city or a town or on a connector that's part of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System and you have a permit, you can be on that road. If you have a permit and you have insurance on your vehicle, you can be on that road. Throughout the state, there's another set of laws that you have to have a little bit more stringent. You have to have signals and all these things to be on the public roads. But if you're a Hatfield-McCoy Trail rider, you come and visit our system, you have a permit, you have insurance on your vehicle, you can be on any of these public roads that are part of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System. They're all clearly marked on our map. It allows you to go downtown to get fuel, to get dinner, to get breakfast, and really you can come here and do your entire vacation right off the back of your UTV, ATV, or off-road motorcycle.
Oncoming traffic. Yep, 17.
Radio communication is critical. You're in constant communication with the whole group. You know if somebody's in front of you, behind you, or coming from your right or your left, and you can tell everything through the radio. It's amazing. I don't know what we did without it.
The Hatfield-McCoy Trail System is only open from daylight to dark. So we open 30 minutes before sunup. We close 30 minutes after sundown. We do not allow any night riding out on our trails, primarily because most of our trails are on private property and there's some natural resource extraction going on. And if you were to have an accident, it's very difficult for our first responders to get out there at night. But we recommend eye protection and over-the-ankle boots. Of course, we do not allow alcohol out on the trails. And our trails are prohibited for anyone that is under the age of 6. So, if you go through the rules, you have to have a permit, you have to have a helmet, you need eye protection for your safety. We like over-the-ankle boots. And if you're under 6 years old, you're going to have to wait a couple of years till you get at least 6 years old to come out on the trail.
Yeah, anytime people ask me, I'm a beginner or I don't have a lot of experience, where's a good trail system to go to? Pocahontas is always the first one I recommend because it's just so pretty. I mean, it's good for family riding and, it's not treacherous at all.
Yeah, Trail 17's the farthest from us as far as the trailhead, but you can go ahead and head there. You can also go to Trail 10, which is down in Bramwell, and that's another trailhead system that you can go right into Pocahontas. That kind of puts you on the other side of the system, where this side puts you on the right side of the system.
I mean, the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System has it very well marked. You know, your numbers are very well marked. Your trail difficulty is very well marked, and also where you shouldn't ride is very well marked. I mean, if you're riding this trail system and you're on a trail you shouldn't be on, you're probably not looking hard enough, because it is marked very, very well. So I was here about 1.5 years ago when we were riding. We came down through here. We were on the Pocahontas system here and came around the corner, and there were 2 bears standing there staring at us. They just kind of stopped for a minute. They were startled. We were startled. There was about 5 of us, and they just kind of looked at us, and then they just kind of turned around and went.
Last year, if you remember, Daniel, when they started cutting all the timber down up here and doing the extra mining, how many bears we would see. I mean, I remember one time we came right up on one over on Pocahontas, but there were 4 or 5 bears a day you would see out on the trail.
But they don't bother you at all. I mean, I've seen them up here many times. They just kind of look at you, and then they just turn and, you know, they just go off into the woods.
They're going to go over here in this corner. Give them just a second.
There we go, front row. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it seems like every time we come here, we have to go to the corner shop, or the soda shop, some people call it. No matter what you call it, it's delicious.
From Golden Blue Cabins to Bramble Corner Shop, we are approximately probably about 3.5 miles, 4 miles. Just up the road here on the right, you can go up here to Trail 10, and that's where you can get on as well from Golden Blue Cabins. And if you come straight down 52, it's pretty quick.
Getting ready to have a strawberry sundae or a banana split for lunch.
Sounds good.
Again, the best Monday at the office ever.
I think we're here for some ice cream. I don't know, that's what I heard. Oh, hello.
Natural disaster.
Thought you might put this.
So I don't get all messed up. Yeah. So I don't get all.
Your head's too fat for this.
I like pink.
I'm ready. I have my banana split. Got my ice cream on. I mean, you almost got to come and do this if you come here in this area and you're doing riding. I mean, it's almost like it's a sin if you don't. You got to come here, and their ice cream, phenomenal, their food. Sometimes it's a wait. I'm not even going to lie to you. They get busy. They're a little short-staffed sometimes. You're going to have to wait, but it's okay. It's worth it.
Well,
First, so we are ready to hit the trail, live from Bramwell.
Alright, I thought I'd just pull off here in case anybody's got anything they need to adjust or do before we hit the trail. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Let's make a hard left and go down this trail here to the west. We didn't go down it yesterday.
There's just such a wide array of terrains. The scenic beauty of just being in the mountains. It's spread open, it's wide. I mean, you can ride into town, you can get gas. You know, at most ATV parks, you're limited within the boundaries, where here, basically you have the entire state of West Virginia. So you can go from one side of West Virginia to the other and stay in a different town. Down here, it's a whole different world than it is anywhere else.
Hatfield-McCoy has some pretty technical black trails, and Daniel thinks he knows where one is that he was on yesterday. It's not too crazy, but just enough to kind of challenge you.
Nothing better than coming down and hitting these trails. Last year in October we did Rock House and Buffalo Mountain, and right after we left we decided we were going to turn around and come back down and try to ride all these in 4 days. On this trip, Pocahontas has been the best. The Devil's Ants Connector is a blast. Awesome trails. Like that one's smooth. Rock House is pretty rough. Some of the black trails at Buffalo Mountain and Rock House, you know, a little iffy. But so far, these ones today have been a blast. You like the new R-Max?
Well, I don't have mine yet. These two, Daniel and Jacob, have theirs. I didn't get mine yet. It was supposed to come in. That's an X2. That's what I'm in, but my R-Max didn't come in yet. So,
Your buddy's, he's running the X2. Impressive machine.
Man, it's just unbelievable how capable they are and what they do. It's unreal.
I'll watch every even like this hill here, it's incredible.
I put it in full drive, low, diff lock, just walked right down.
Yeah, we have Rock Run is 45 minutes away. Mountain Ridge is an hour away. Mines and Meadows. but none of them have the amount of trails and the diverse riding that you get down here. So it's definitely worth the drive.
You could ride here at least 3 or 4 days without hitting the same trails if you didn't want to. We do provide maps in each cabin. We always leave a paper map. We do have tablets for rent. We use lifetime trail maps. Those pretty much will get you around on any system here. It has all the connectors and things like that. We update those once a month. And we also have the tour guides that can take you out if you want to go out on a tour. So we do offer pretty much anything you need, anything you would want to come out on the trails.
Good ride, man. That was awesome. You know, it amazes me. I don't know how many miles we did today, but we've been riding, I mean, pretty much all day. And look at my gas gauge. It blows me away, the fuel mileage that this, oh, it just dropped. It just dropped. It went from full to, and maybe once I level out, it's gonna go back up, but it just now dropped. And we've been going all day long. The gas mileage in this X2 is just unbelievable. We had a blast. Old TARHEEL Trailblazer did a good job guiding us. But I gotta tell you, this was an excellent day. It started out wet and rainy, and you could see that in the video there in the beginning. No dust, a lot of great riding, a banana split that was just phenomenal. I mean, out of this world. Coming here to the Golden Blue Cabins, you can come through a gate that has a code. You park in here, your stuff's secure, the cabin is super clean. You've got a great view. I mean, it's the amenities that are so close to this place. Man, that's just hard to find here in West Virginia. Usually when you go out and you stay somewhere, you're out there. And for you to jump in your vehicle and go get something to eat or go get gas, sometimes you gotta drive for half hour on some windy roads to get to where you want to go to get something to eat. But then you got to drive back after you eat, which sucks. And then also getting your trailer in there and your machines, and if you're towing something pretty big, you know, some of these back roads aren't the friendliest to oversized vehicles. So to be able to come up here to a place like this, pull right in, unhook, and you know everything's secure, that's just kind of peace of mind.